Hello, this is Monica Carter-Tagore. Thank you so much for joining me on today's webinar, How to Market Your Expertise and Build a Strong Brand. I am so excited to share this information with you because you know what? The work that I do is not just about sales strategies or marketing tactics or even about ways to brand. I'm actually into this because it's about service. It's about transformation. Because what happens is that once you learn these strategies, once you get acclimated to these ideas, once you start to think in the way that I share here, this will not only help you to implement these ideas and strategies into your business, but this will actually transform the way you do your business. And that's because once you learn some strategies and tactics, techniques, and methods that actually work, you can refine them so that they can perhaps work even better for you at a higher level for you. It's kind of like once you learn how to do something, then it gives you the freedom to experiment with it a bit. So again, this webinar is about teaching you some solid ways to be able to market what you do so that you can build a strong brand, but it's also about helping you transform your business into more of the business you dreamed it would be when you started it. You see, I am probably like you. I started business with just a dream. I was good at doing something, but the reality is that I didn't know anything about business. And I had to learn. I had to learn business if I wanted to succeed, because what I realized pretty quickly after starting my own business was that it simply wasn't good enough just to be good at doing something. I had to match my talent, my abilities, my skills with solid business strategies, solid business principles. And so once I began to do that, I began to see more success. I began to market better, began to brand better, began to actually get bigger, better, more frequent sales. And that's been the key to my success. In fact, our business is now more than 13 years old. But it didn't happen overnight, and it wasn't something that happened after, let's say, learning one strategy or one tip or one idea. The business we built happened over several years as we educated ourselves about business. So what I want to share with you today is that I want you to take what I say here and to really dig deep into this, because it can truly help you. It can truly help you transform your business. But don't let the learning stop here. Once you're done with this, continue on your way so that you can dig deeper and deeper into learning how to spread the word about what you do so that you can make the mark on the world that you dream of doing when you started your business, so that you can make the impact and the income and even the influence you desire. All of that is held within your business when you learn the proper strategies, you learn the proper mindset in which to approach your business. So let's get to the webinar. I'm excited to share this information with you, and I hope to hear about your transformation. The first thing that I want to actually address with you in this webinar is something that a lot of people struggle with, and it's the idea of being one of many. Often we hear, why should I go and build a business around my talent or skill or my expertise? Aren't there other people already building businesses around that? What would make me stand out? What would make me special? Why would people buy from me? And actually, I want to answer that question. And I'll actually answer it with a question. Are there restaurants in the city where you live? How many? Are there 5, 50, 500? Well, chances are there are several restaurants, several to many restaurants wherever it is that you live. And many of those thrive, even though they are all serving food, even though they're all the same type of business and that they're restaurants, they each have their own audience. They each do well in their own thing. And that's why it's important to know that even though you may offer a similar service or a similar product even to what someone else does, you can do it in your own unique, special way. And you can still be able to get your audience, get your market, get the people that you're intended to reach. So don't be intimidated by the idea that you offer a similar service or skill, or you're using a similar skill that others have. For instance, maybe you use writing. That's what you're building a business around, or perhaps photography, or you're a coach. It's okay if other people are using the similar skills that you're using, or are offering a similar service. The key for you is that you have to focus on the way you do it and how you do it special, so that you can, again, reach those people who need what you offer. Just like we looked at with restaurants, there can be many around, but there may be only one that meets the need of a particular customer, client, or buyer on a particular day. For instance, using the restaurant analogy, you may have, I don't know, 500 restaurants in your area, but you may decide, you know what, I feel like Chinese today. And even within Chinese, you may find out that there are 50 Chinese restaurants around, right? Well, how do you decide which one you want to go to? Well, it depends on your need for that day. Do you go to the fancy Chinese restaurant that has beautiful ambiance? The music is always really lovely. The food, of course, is delicious, and it's a wonderful setting. Or do you go to the quick hole-in-the-wall restaurant that always serves big portions? The food is really good and it's filling, and you can run in, get your food, run out, get home, maybe eat it while you watch TV or something like that. Which restaurant do you choose? Well, you choose the one based on what your need is at that moment, whether it's for a nice, lovely sit-down meal or a quick, filling takeout meal. So it's the same thing with your business. You're going to focus on what's special about your business and how well you do it, so that for people who need what you sell, then they will choose you. They will check you out. And that's the first thing that I want to share with you. The number one thing you need to do in your business right now is to decide to build it around what's special about you. That thing that will stand out about you, that will resonate with your customers, clients, and buyers, so that when they have when you have what they need, then they will come to you, because they know that you will treat them well, that you will do it in your own special way, and that what you do is exactly what they need at that moment. So again, the number one thing for you to do in your business right now is to decide that you're going to build this thing around what's special about you. And the reason I suggest that is that there are so many service businesses around, especially in the online space where we are, that try so hard to simply whitewash their existence. They want to purge any reference to, any notion of the owner. They want to just have a purely corporate look that is bland and devoid of any personality of the owner. They don't want there to be any indication of any of the interests of the owner, any of the owner's values, or anything like that. And I think that's a huge mistake for a lot of service businesses. And that's because when you're running a service business, in many instances, people are buying into you. It's not just about who they get the service from. It's about the fact that they have to connect with that person. So if buying into you is an important part of their buying decision, then give them something to buy into. Share who you are, share your values, share even your personality, maybe even your sense of humor. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to make your entire business website all about you, because it needs to be about your customer, client, or buyer, of course, but it's important to be able to give clues to who you are, because that can help your buyer, customer, or client actually buy into you and resonate with you in your values. That can be the thing to help connect you to that buyer, because that could be the thing to help you stand out. So look at your website. Is it blah, bland? Is it just a corporate site where all you talk about is the business with no indication at all of who you are as the service provider? If so, spice it up a bit. Add your unique take on something. Maybe start a blog so that you're able to share a bit of your personality. Maybe add a video that actually lets the visitor see a bit of who you are. Maybe share a bit of your personality in context, of course, and to where it makes sense within your website. Maybe sharing a bit of your comedic timing or your sense of humor or something like that. But make it special. Build that business around what's special about you. That is part of how you can actually stand out in business, by taking your personal brand and incorporating it into your business brand. In fact, you don't have to be the only person offering a certain service or product or doing a certain thing in business, but you must be one of a kind. Remember, you don't have to be the only one doing what you do, but you must be one of a kind. You must show your potential buyers, your potential customers, your potential clients what makes you special, why you're the one who stands out when performing this service or providing this product. Let them see a bit of you. Infuse your corporate brand, your business brand, with a bit of your personal brand, especially, again, if you run a service business, because in a service business, people are buying into you. They're buying into how you do what you do. They're buying into your ideas, your skills, your expertise. My husband and I run a book ghostwriting, editing, and design company. And over there, we have infused our corporate brand with some of our values. For instance, if you were to go to our book ghostwriting, editing, and design website, you would see information about our philosophy there. Now, a lot of companies that are in publishing or in editorial services, they're not sharing anything about their philosophy, but for us, it's important because we want to share our values, we want to share our ideas, and we want to let potential clients know up front who we are and kind of what we're about so they can see if it works for them. You see, we're not interested in working with any and everybody. We're interested in working with those who most represent our target customers and clients. And so that should be the same for you. It's not about erasing any vestige of your personality from your corporate site. It's not about trying to cater to and meet the needs of everybody out there. It's about trying to cater to and meet the needs of your particular target audience, because this is the deal. If you have a brand that is so blah, that is so nondescript, that is so uninteresting in its intention of catering to everybody, then you have a brand that's simply not going to work because you're not going to appeal to anyone. That's the thing about branding that some small business owners don't realize. If you insist on trying to serve everyone, you will serve no one, because you are building a brand that is too blah, that is too vanilla, that is too bland, that it can't reach any target audience because you're trying to reach too many audiences. You're trying to reach too many people. So focus on, again, what you do well, and what's special about you. Incorporate all of this into your corporate brand so that you are appealing to a particular customer, a particular client, a particular buyer, and appeal to and serve that buyer who really gets you, who appreciates the way you do your business, appreciates the values that you bring to your business, appreciates the skill that you incorporate, appreciates the expertise you share. Go for that buyer, not for every buyer, but your buyer. And you do that by infusing your brand with you. So just to recap on this first very important point, the thing you need to do in your business right now is to decide to infuse your corporate brand with a bit of you. Let your personal brand lend itself to your corporate brand if you're in a service business, so that when people come to your website, when they check out your marketing materials, they get a feel for who you are. They get a feel for who they're going to work with. And they realize that, oh, this is a person I really like. This is a person that I can really work with. That's going to help you stand out, putting you into your corporate brand. Now, the next point that I want to discuss is one that I think will also help you. And here we're going to talk about the fact that of several things, ways that you can be able to package your expertise. But before we do that, I actually want to share just a few examples of how you can possibly infuse your corporate brand with a bit of your personal brand, your personal story, who you are. So before we go on to the next topic, here are a few examples of what I mean when I'm saying that you can lend a bit of your personal brand, a bit of your personal story to your corporate brand. Let's say you're a personal trainer, and perhaps you have expertise in fitness and you have an ability to motivate people, and so you combine your fitness expertise and your skill of motivating people into this training business. And so why did you choose training, personal training? Because of your personal experience, because of your life story, your personal story. You chose personal training as the avenue for being able to share your gift, because you used to struggle with weight for quite a while in life as well, and you went through every diet, every fad, every whatever there was, trying to shed those pounds. And you would shed some, then gain it back, shed some, gain even more back, and you went through this whole yo-yo effect. So you know the struggle that people have with losing weight. But what happened with you is that you were able to finally succeed in getting the weight off and keeping it off. And so you bring that to your business. You bring this whole personal perspective to your business. And in doing so, you create a one-of-a-kind training business out of your personal experience. And so with doing that, maybe you create a boot camp for people who are like the you of old. Maybe it's a boot camp to help people who just used to struggle and are struggling with their weight. And so in this boot camp, it's, I don't know, you call it the 3rd times the charm boot camp for people who have struggled to lose weight. And in this boot camp, you put in place these strategies and methods that actually helped you. And you're able to transform a lot of those lives into healthier lifestyle so that they can lose the weight. And so you were able to do that by putting a bit of your personality, your personal story, and your personal brand into your corporate brand to create this one-of-a-kind brand around this 3rd times the charm boot camp. Let's say, here's another example. Let's say you are a life coach and you have gained your certification, and so now you have this life coaching business, and through your own experience of getting your own life into shape in a particular way, you have crafted a program that really addresses some of the key pain points that you experienced that you were able to overcome, and now you can help other people overcome those same pain points. And so, as a matter of fact, you have a whole list, a waiting list of people who want to work with you because of your unique approach that you have built around getting results. And so in that life coaching example, you have infused your corporate brand with a bit of your personal brand and your personal experiences to create your own individual approach to solving whatever life coaching issue you're dealing with. And your strategy works because it's worked on you and it's worked on other clients, and so you have a proven method. And so by infusing your corporate brand with this special brand the special approach that you've created, you have allowed your personal experience, who you are, what's special about you, to actually be a part of your corporate brand. And so that is allowing you to stand out. You're able to reach those clients who really need to finally get a handle on this life coaching issue that you're dealing with, whatever it is, so that they can get results, and they're able to get results through the approach that you have been able to create. So these are different examples. I'll share one more example with you, and this one is an example that I came across actually several weeks ago listening to a podcast. It's called A Divorce Concierge, and this was an example that I saw, and I thought it was pretty neat the way the woman did it. I was listening to a podcast, and the woman was sharing how she was just rocking along in her life doing her married thing, and one day she found out her husband had been having an affair. And of course her world was turned upside down, as you would imagine. And that revelation eventually led to a divorce. And coming out of that divorce, she could have had a life that was in shambles. She could have been financially destitute. She could have been broke and broken. But she was able to get through that experience in an okay frame of mind and frame of life. Obviously, a divorce is not easy for anyone, so certainly she had some damage coming out of it, but not nearly to the extent that she could have. And so what she did, because she saw just how potentially devastating a divorce could be, is that she formed a divorce concierge service. And so in this service, she is able to walk other people through the divorce process, to let them know the resources they need to avail of, to let them know the questions they need to answer, so on and so forth, so that they can get through that divorce in as good of a position as they possibly can. They can be able to take care of their finances in the divorce so that they're not left again in an unfortunate financial position simply because of ignorance. They can she helps them navigate trying to figure out a new career if they've been possibly a stay-at-home parent, and so on and so forth. So she has crafted her business exactly around her personal experience. Her personal experience is the thing that stands out about her, and that's how she has built her business. And in doing so, she's created a one-of-a-kind business brand, because she is someone who went through a devastating divorce, and now she can help others go through so they can minimize the damage and actually come out of the divorce being relatively okay. So I hope that you can see from these examples that there are ways to infuse your work with that special thing about you. Maybe the special thing is a bit of expertise you have. Maybe it's a particular idea you have. Maybe it's a talent or a skill and ability. Whatever it is, there's something special about you that you can use in your business to make that business itself special and to make it stand out. So I just wanted to share those quick examples with you before we moved on to the next topic that I wanted to share, which is about packaging your expertise. So here I want to talk about ways that you can package your expertise, because it's so important. Each of us, we may know how to do something, and we think there's only one way to be able to sell that thing, that there's only one way to package it. But you know what? There are many ways. And so that's what I want to share with you right now, because you know what? I am super excited about this information because I have used it to really transform my own business. I started out simply running a writing business. I was good at writing, and so I offered my writing services to others. And eventually my husband and I formed a full-fledged company that helps with every part of a book publication process. And so I was able to build onto one skill with another skill, and eventually start to package what we knew so that we could help more people and we could create more income for ourselves. But we didn't just stop with that service business. We also now have a training business where we are able to actually take our expertise and leverage it in a different way. We're able to create programs and products out of our expertise so that we can help others be able to gain and create success in their businesses based on the information we teach. So what I'm sharing with you right now is something you need to write down. So I'm going to share several different ways, in fact 5 ways, that you can package your expertise. And I'm sharing these ways because this can absolutely, again, transform. I use the word transform a lot in this webinar, but this can really transform the way you're doing your business. So if you are doing a business and you're offering a service now, there are several other ways that you can package your expertise so that you can better leverage your knowledge and better leverage your time. The first thing, of course, is I want to share with you, of course, that you can teach what you know. If you know how to do something and you do it well, then there are people who probably want to learn how to do it too. So teach what you know. Teach them the tricks and tips for doing whatever it is, the thing that you do. And let's say if you're you're good at cooking, maybe you can teach gourmet meals in 30 minutes. You can have cooking classes based on that. That's just an example, something that I'm sharing with you here. Or another way that you can package your expertise is to use your expertise and skills to solve a pressing problem. So if you know how to do something, what are the applications for that thing? How do people use that skill? How do people benefit from that skill? So for instance, I'll go back to my own example. I know how to write. So we were able to package our writing ability, our journalism background, our design ability. My husband is a great designer. We were able to package all that into a solution. Our solution was that we help business owners produce marketing materials in the form of books. We help business owners create books, printed books as well as ebooks, so that they can get out there to market their expertise, they can market their ideas, they can gain a wider audience. So we were able to package our expertise in a way that we're able to help the business owner solve a pressing problem of trying to figure out how to market what they do, how to package it in an easily understood, easily accessible way. So look at what you do. Is there a way that you can actually use your expertise and skills to solve a pressing problem of your target audience? Another way, the third way I want to share, is that you can package your how-tos and your advice into a product that can help the user actually produce a specific outcome. So you can look at your expertise and you can see now, okay, what is it that I know, and what is the process that I use each and every time, or what is the approach that I use in producing the result I do. So you're going to actually write down that process or that approach or that system or whatever it is, detail each of those things and turn that into a product, outlining how you do each of the things you do so that someone can purchase that product, and if they follow the steps, then they can get that specific outcome. So that may be a way for you to be able to leverage your expertise. For instance, if you know how to create cool videos, then maybe you write out the steps that you use to create these cool videos with these cool animations and effects and so on and so forth, and you end up creating a tutorial, and so or an online program, and so you're able to walk someone through that tutorial or that online program step by step so that they can actually learn how to create cool videos themselves. And so that may be something that you can market to business owners or aspiring video producers or whoever it is that would need to know that. So that's another way that you can package your expertise. And here is another really cool way that you can package your expertise. You can bring people together. You can hold a conference or a seminar or a summit or a retreat or whatever that thing is to bring people together where they're able to discuss your topic of your expertise, where they're able to maybe have focus groups or avail of your expertise in some kind of way. Maybe, for instance, you hold a retreat, and so you have small group meetings where you guys really dig deep into the nuances, into the nuts and bolts of your topic. So bringing people together can be a wonderful way to actually leverage your expertise, to be able to package your expertise. So you can do that, as I said, bringing people together in a conference or a summit or maybe a retreat or a mastermind. So you just have to look at who would be interested in your expertise and information, and what would be the best avenue or best way to bring them together. Is it in an online event? Is it an offline event? Maybe it's at a retreat somewhere at a fancy island resort. You have a mastermind or retreat there. I don't know, but that's a way that you can begin to package your expertise and to leverage it in a different way. And of course, the fifth and last way that I will share as far as packaging your expertise is to write a book. Obviously, as someone who owns a book ghostwriting, editing, and design company, I certainly could have listed this as the first way, but whether it's the first or the last one, it's one I definitely believe in. If you are running a service business, that means you know something about something. Why don't you turn that information, that expertise, into a book? Write that book, share that book so that it's something that allows you to market your expertise, and it allows you to help people so that they're able to take your information and expertise wherever they go. A book allows you to speak uninterrupted. It allows you to present your perspective, your approach, your methodology, your idea, whatever it is, in a way that educates readers and shows why you offer the ideal solution for them. So a book is an excellent way to be able to package your expertise. So I've given you several ways for you to be able to package your expertise. This can immediately help to transform your business, because if you are just using your expertise in one way now, suddenly you have 5 ways to use it. You can begin teaching people how to do what you do. You can offer a made-for-you, a done-for-you solution by using your skills to create a particular solution. You can package your expertise into some kind of how-to vehicle, whether that is an online course or tutorial or a video or whatever it is. You can create an event, an experience around your expertise, and that can be a conference or a retreat or a mastermind or any number of other events either online or offline, or you can write a book. You can write a book to share your expertise so that you're able to help people in that way so they can easily carry your information with them, and it also allows you to market to them and to share your ideal solution with them. So there are several ways for you to be able to package your expertise, so you don't have to feel as if you have to be stuck using one particular method or using one particular way. In fact, once you package your expertise in one way and find success there, you may find that you want to expand and package it in other ways as well, and you may build your own expertise empire. You may offer services, of course. Maybe you're offering services right now, but then you add books to that equation. You add an event like a retreat or a seminar or even a webinar, as I'm doing here. A webinar, that's an event as well. It's an online event. You may teach people at an online forum. Maybe you offer an online course. I offer online programs to teach people what I know about business. So maybe you offer online programs. Maybe you even create other products where you combine some of them. So maybe you combine your online resource, your online training program with something else that you do. For instance, maybe you also offer a service, and so you combine your offerings in some way. There are many ways that you can package your expertise. You can combine the ways you package it so that you can create a unique offering for your business that appeals to your target audience and your potential clients. I think that packaging your expertise, learning how to package your expertise in various ways, is a wonderful way to be able to not only market and brand what you do, but ultimately to set you apart as the only solution to a particular problem, because you can package your expertise in such a way to where your target customer client knows there's no one else around who offers the exact package you do. And with that, you get to stand alone. You get to be the only ideal solution for whatever problem they're dealing with. And packaging is a branding exercise, because what happens is that based on how you package your expertise, the emotions you evoke, even the problems you solve, that will influence the brand that you're building around that expertise. And then, of course, you want to market whatever it is that you are indeed packaging. And here I want to actually share a few ways for marketing your expertise. One of the ways that I share in a training program that I've built around helping you brand, market, and sell your expertise, which I'll share with you later. One of the ways that I share in terms of how to market is thinking of yourself, your business, as a media company. So use media as the way that you're marketing. And when you're doing that, you're thinking in terms of creating content, creating rich, creating engaging, creating compelling content to be able to market whatever you do. It is time out for a lot of the marketing strategies of old, because they are simply ineffective, or they just get lost in so much of the noise these days. So what you want to do is create specific media to reach your target audience. And you can figure out the best media for you. It can be, maybe it's a blog. Maybe you need to launch a blog so that you start blogging regularly on your topic. A blog is an excellent way to be able to position yourself, brand yourself, and of course market your expertise. The thing about it is that many people, though, when they start blogs, they don't get serious about them. They blog very sporadically. They blog on random topics that have no connection, and so they're not able to actually gain an audience. They're not able to gain a following. So what you can do is to be focused in your blog. Make sure that you are blogging on a topic that is relevant to your target audience, and you're doing it regularly. You don't have to do it every single day, as some people do, but you want to do it frequently so that your readers can count on you producing new content. So a blog may be one way that you choose to market your expertise. Another way may be a podcast. Maybe it's time you develop a podcast so that you can share your expertise in the audio format. There are many people who like to listen to podcasts as they exercise or work out or as they do other things. And so that can be a way for you to get in front of your target audience. So consider starting a podcast. You may consider video marketing. Video marketing is huge right now. As a matter of fact, if you are marketing, you really need to seriously consider video. And you don't have to go out and get a green screen. You don't have to go out and invest in a lot of fancy equipment. You can just even start with what you have now, whether it's your laptop or your smartphone or whatever it is, and just start posting short videos. Post them to YouTube even. So video marketing is an excellent way to be able to develop a body of work around your expertise. And you know, if you do it long enough, you find that, oh, I've created 10 videos on this topic, or 20 or 30 or whatever the case may be. And so that allows you to begin to build a brand around your knowledge and expertise, and build a body of work so that you are able to be found, so that your target audience can find you. Because many people search for information online. Many people search for information on YouTube even. So that can be a wonderful way for you to actually stand out, so that you can actually become known to your target audience. And so consider video as a way to market your expertise. Another way to market your expertise in terms of creating content is to create targeted content, create ebooks or white papers or guides, things like that, where you're able to educate your target audience about your topic at hand. People are always searching for topics online. So look at creating these white papers that address or solve a particular problem. Look at creating ebooks that address or solve a particular problem. Look at creating longer form content, for instance, a guide that really digs deep and really helps someone solve a particular problem. Whatever it is you do, as you can see, the marketing that I'm sharing with you, all of the marketing is about creating content. It's about being that media company that I talked about a few minutes ago. So your marketing is going to center around creating content that allows you to build a body of knowledge, a body of work over time, so that you're able to reach your target audience. And you're going to share it, of course, via your social media channels. You're going to share it on your own blog. You're going to share it in other ways where you're able to get in front of your audience. You're going to share it possibly through speaking. You're going to share it maybe even with by posting on industry blogs or publications that speak specifically to your target audience, so that you can guest post there and write blog posts on those sites, and then invite people to come back to your site. So there are many different ways that you can actually market your expertise, especially if you're an author, you're a speaker, you are a coach or a consultant or a solopreneur or other small business owner struggling to get the word out about what you do. The best thing you can do is think of you and your business as a media company, and begin to build a solid body of work around your topic, so that when someone goes to search online, there's a good chance something of yours comes up. Your podcast may come up, or your video, or your blog, so that they can become familiar with you, and they can see you as a resource, as an answer, as a solution provider for the problem, the issue they're dealing with. So those are ways that you can look at marketing your company and marketing your expertise, and I really hope that you'll consider that. Yes, it's some work to get set up, of course, but the rewards are tremendous. And of course, I'm a content producer, and I feel fortunate that I am a writer, but I can see this working for other people who may not consider themselves to be writers. It's about the expertise, the information, the knowledge, the know-how that you're sharing. So even if you don't consider yourself to be a writer, consider producing content anyway. The main thing for you is to commit to doing it, and to do it regularly, because this will help you market what you do. This will help you brand what you do, and this will ultimately attract the customers, clients, and buyers you dream of having. So there you have it. You can build an amazing brand around you, and you can market it to success by thinking of your company as a media company, as a company that is producing media so that you're able to attract your target audience to you. You're producing media in whatever format best suits your temperament, best suits your business, and best suits your goals. You have several ideas coming out of this webinar of ways that you can actually, number one, build a brand around you. Number two, package your expertise in a way that allows you to bring in more income and to help more people. And you're also coming out of this webinar, also you know how to be able to market your brand effectively across several media channels based on becoming or thinking of yourself as a media company. That means producing content, whether it's through blogs, whether it's through podcasts, through video, through webinar, lots of different ways for you to do that. And I hope that I've given you a really good foundation today in this webinar, and from there you can go on and do some great things with your brand. But if you want a structured way that really digs deep to help you walk through the defining or the redefining of your brand, then please check out my Accelerate program at the bottom of this page. In Accelerate, I have packed in 13 years of my best learning from developing my own business, and I've packed it into 8 weeks. So you get 13 years of experience and expertise in 8 weeks. And it's a very structured program. We go through branding, we go through marketing, we go through sales, and even strategy. Accelerate is a program that I created with my husband to help authors, speakers, coaches, consultants, solopreneurs, and other small business owners who are on a mission to do something significant, something meaningful, and something that matters. This is for creative entrepreneurs, it's for mission-driven entrepreneurs, it's for passionate entrepreneurs. So if you're creative, if you're mission-driven, if you're passionate about your work, and you're ready to take your business and your brand to the next level, then I invite you to check out Accelerate and then enroll so that I can walk you through the process of building that one-of-a-kind business brand around you. And that business brand will tap into your personal brand. It will draw on your personal story. It will allow you to create something special and unique so you can stand out and shine, so that you can offer something special to your audience, something memorable, and something that not other people are doing. So work with me and Accelerate. I will help you to go through the process of figuring out what's special about you so that you can define your one-of-a-kind business brand. I will help you set up the marketing system that is based on automation so that you're able to get out there, create marketing, and have it work for you over and over and over again without having to touch it each time. This is a wonderful way for you to be able to nurture your relationships and contacts and to build the relationships you need to help you take your business to the next level. This marketing system that we have developed, that we have created, that we will help you with, help you set up in Accelerate, allows you to become that media company that I've talked to you about in this program, so that you begin to create different types of content for your audience, and you're able to input it into an automated system so that you're able to deliver it just on autopilot once you've created the content, so that as more people come into your system, as more people join your mailing list, then they can get the best of your content on autopilot without you having to touch it each time, so that you can have a marketing system that works for you and that grows with you and your business. And in addition to that, we also work on several other elements of building a successful business and Accelerate, including sales. I know there are many mission-driven, many creative, many passionate business owners who really are uncomfortable with selling. And we all know we've got to be able to sell if we want to have businesses that are successful, if we want to be able to touch the lives that we intend to touch, that we dream of touching. We've got to be able to sell. And so Accelerate helps you to get over your mental blocks related to selling. And in fact, in Accelerate, I help you reframe selling. I help you reframe selling so you can see it from a different vantage point, from a vantage point where you're able to help the person that you're looking to sell to, a vantage point where you're able to be a solution provider, where you're providing service, where you are actually doing something more than simply exchanging dollars and in your new thought process as it relates to selling. So I really dig deep in selling, and in addition to that, I actually share some effective sales strategies to help you go out and break through the rut or break through the barriers or whatever that are facing you as they relate to selling. So I actually share effective sales strategies that can help you begin to bring in more deals, bigger deals, more significant deals. In fact, the sales strategies that I share are those that I've used in my own business, and this has allowed me to actually go from a business where I wasn't making very much in sales to being able to do bigger and better deals, more significant deals. And you can do the same. In fact, in Accelerate, I share my secret weapon sales strategy. This secret weapon sales strategy actually allows me to shrink the sales cycle. Many times people are working on deals for weeks or even months sometimes. And with my secret weapon sales strategy that I will share with you and Accelerate, I will show you how to shrink your sales cycle so that you can go from possibly working on deals for weeks and months to actually closing those deals in a matter of a few days. And we all know that when we're closing more deals more quickly, that's better cash flow. So our businesses perform better. So Accelerate actually teaches you how to do that. Number one, how to approach selling from a different vantage point so that you're no longer uncomfortable with the idea of selling and you actually embrace it as a way of helping others. And also sharing significant effective sales strategies so that you can go out and implement the strategies that best help your business so that you can take it to the next level, so you can get better in sales and make more sales, and you can get more significant deals and bigger deals even. In Accelerate, I also go over some strategies, some key strategy that you need to know for growing your business, because I realize that a lot of times when we're starting our businesses, we're starting based on a lot of hope, based on a lot of excitement, but not a lot of knowledge about solid business practices. So I actually go over some strategy to help you make sure that you're filling in some of the gaps in your business so that you can position yourself for success. So I have enjoyed sharing this webinar with you, giving you lots of really actionable advice that you can take and implement into your business. And I hope that you will also check out Accelerate so that you can take that learning to the next level. Don't let this webinar be the last bit of learning that you do on building a brand around you or marketing it to success. I want to actually work with you. I want to help you take your brand to that next level, take your business to that next level. And in Accelerate, I pack in my best strategies, my best tips, my best ideas to help you turn your so-so business into a successful business. So check out Accelerate. I love to work with you. I want to help you launch or relaunch your brand so that you become that one-of-a-kind business brand that we've talked about in this training program, and that you can finally get to the success you dreamed of when you started your business. You can get beyond that level of struggle where you're fighting against and competing with everybody at the bottom. Because you see, the bottom is really crowded. Everybody's down there. But as you define your brand and as you get some good business strategies and principles behind you and you're becoming successful, you get to rise. And at the top, there's not a lot of competition at the top because everybody's struggling at the bottom. So I want to help you get higher. I want to help you rise higher so that you're breaking free from that clutter at the bottom, so that you're breaking free from all of the common competition that you're struggling with now, all of the issues you're struggling with now, so that you can get to that higher level in your business, so that you can reach the people that you want to reach, that you're intended to reach, that life wants you to reach. I want you to have the influence you want to have, the impact you want to have, and of course the income you dream of having in your business. So check out Accelerate. I want to help you take your business to the next level. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a great day.